super spreader killer, is what it is. And here we are, caught up in nonsense stuff. This is a health crisis. It's a public health crisis. People are dying. People are getting sick. And I should tell you, the long term consequences, the side effects, the long term effects of this virus, it's not that you just get infected. Many people are going to have long term effects with this. They've been talking about that a lot. Almost 900,000 new COVID-19 cases and nearly 22,000 deaths were reported last week in the Americas, according to the Pan American Health Organization. So this is, certainly our country, we're under it deeply, but so are others. But there are other countries that are doing far, far better than we are. It's just, I don't understand why we can't get our act together. We need to be testing millions of people every day, contact tracing. This is just basic stuff. This is what other countries have done, and they're opening up and they're doing well. I was looking, in Italy, hardly anybody, nobody's dying. Remember when I was reporting on Italy? I was looking at some graphs, and ours looks like somebody shot a rocket straight flying a linear line, and Italy's flat on the bottom. So I'm just saying, wear your mask, do all the things you got to do. I don't know what we're going to do in the fall. It's not clear to me how this will turn out. I was looking on Worldometers, and I recommend that website, worldometers.info, coronavirus. 15,124,000 coronavirus cases worldwide. 620,339 people have fallen to the virus. 9,140,116 have recovered. And of course, the United States is at the lead on all of this, with almost 145,000 total deaths. That is astonishing. In the second hour, Dr. Anthony Montanari is going to be with me. Dr. Anthony's pretty good, and we'll chat with him, see what's on his mind, and 877-897-8255. Give me a call. Love to speak with you. We'll be right back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
When it comes to the coronavirus crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic, I would rather be mad with the truth than sane with lies. Of course, that's a quote I use often by Bertrand Russell, philosopher. I would rather be mad with the truth than sane with flies, and that's just me. Some people don't. I don't know. They don't. I don't know if they want it the truth or not. But I try to provide and give you some stories that you might not hear on mainstream media. This is sort of a combination report where you have probably have heard bits and pieces of this, but not really a deep analysis. And I'm not going to do that either. But nevertheless, this virus silently spread, and it has befuddled the scientists, clues. And in this one story I was reading, they were talking about that one of the greatest mysteries of the coronavirus is how quickly it spread and rocketed around the globe. As you recall, when I first started reporting on the story, it first flared and started in central China, in Wuhan, in that fish market. Within 3 months, it was on every continent but Antarctica. Within 3 months, it spread around the world, shutting down daily life. It affected tens of millions of people. And behind the rapid spread, there was something that the scientists um, weren't prepared for. They were caught off guard. And it has baffled the health authorities and experts, some of the best of the best, and in fact, even undermined the early containment. And what is that? That the virus could be spread by seemingly healthy individuals. Hmm, you've heard this. People that are asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic, and they're walking around and they're infected and they don't even know it, and they're shedding the virus. That is that is what um, that is what has really befuddled the scientists. On the one hand, the virus can kill healthy people. And I'll tell you, I'll report on a story about a metric about people in California who are getting infected. You'll be surprised. You know, and we got people returning to offices. Kids are getting ready to go back to school, and um, people are looking, trying to find some return to normalcy, but not happening. And it's dangerous for us to be in crowds because there are people who appear healthy, they're asymptomatic, and they're spreading the virus. In almost every instance, in almost every instance, um, where you've seen these pool parties, um, all these people gathered and partying, large crowds. Sure enough, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we got bad news to report: increase in deaths, increase in infection. It's like people don't believe it. They don't believe it. This virus is a killer. And then 40%, there are 40% of people who don't know they even have it. It almost makes you think that the virus somehow is designed itself that way. I don't think that's the case. I just think it's a matter of certain people. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know how can it be so lethal, spread so quickly, and then 40%, roughly 40% of people will be asymptomatic, and that's a fact. So you know, and that has lulled. That's what really caught everybody off guard, and that's a variable or a factor that contributed to the uh, cosmic speed at which this virus spread itself across the globe. That was one of the main variables, how that happened. People were traveling, going hither and yon, and didn't even know they were infected. Remember, I reported on that party, a group of people. It was a birthday party somewhere up in the Northeast, somewhere in Connecticut or someplace. There was 40 some odd people, and they left the party. Some There were people at that party that were infected, and some took it back to other countries. One fellow took it back to Africa, continent of Africa, somewhere in Africa, and that's how it spreads. Now, there weren't people at that party that apparently were not displaying any symptoms. Otherwise, somebody would have said something, or maybe they would have done something. I have no clue. But that is a feature of this virus. On the one hand, it spreads a super spreader, it's a super killer. But on the other hand, there are a lot of people that can walk around asymptomatic, pre-symptomatic, nobody knows, and they're spreading it. That is a theme that really has caught a lot of attention. So I don't know where this will end. That's why um, people get lulled into complacency and thinking, "Oh, this person looks healthy. These people at this group here, they look fine at this party or at this pool party or whatever." Not necessarily. Yeah. Come back. I'll tell you about what's going on in California. You're going to be surprised. Let's talk nutrition. We're coast to coast and we're global. And Dr. Anthony Montanari will be the guest in the second hour. Looking forward to speaking with him. And I hope you're doing well and you're staying safe. Please, please stay vigilant. Wear your mask. Avoid large crowds. Wash your hands. Keep your hands away from your face. And by the way, no slow dancing. I'll be right back.
Are you concerned with the change of seasons? Are you looking for a product to support a healthy immune system? Then you must be looking for Oreganol P73, made by North American Herb & Spice, who are a leader in the manufacturing of natural dietary supplements. Oreganol P73 is not your normal oregano. No, Oreganol P73 is made from oregano that grows wild at 10,000 feet above sea level in the mountains of the Mediterranean. That's why it's such a powerful support for your immune system. Try Oreganol P73 today and discover what millions already know during this winter season. To learn more about Oreganol P73, visit your local health food store or our website, oreganol.com. That's oreganol.com. Act now and feel better today with Oreganol P73.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at Let's Talk.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show. There's so many. There's a twist and turn at every bend and turn with this coronavirus story. It dominates every news outlet that I look to, rely upon. Yeah. Yesterday, we had 1,000 people die in one day. It's just astonishing. Just astonishing. The U.S. announces a $2 billion contract for 600 million doses of coronavirus vaccine. They're working on it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know where we'll head, and we'll hope for the best, right? We'll hope for the. In the meantime, I used to live in California, and I like California. I I lived in Southern California, but Northern California is just stunning for me, stunningly beautiful. Um, so I always have an interest in California, and here's what's happening there. If you recall, and I reported on it, they were doing quite well there. The Governor Newsom, and that crew, they were doing okay, trying to get this thing contained. Now, what do we see? They're in an upsurge, and nearly 70%, 7 out of 10 people of California coronavirus cases involve people, wait for it, who are under 49 years of age. It seems like a century ago when I was reporting, well, it only seems to affect the elderly. That's what scientists are saying. Well, that narrative changed, didn't it? California surpassed 400,000 total cases on Tuesday, with nearly 70% of those cases. Please pay attention. Four, they had they have 400,000 total cases of coronavirus. That's a milestone, and 7 out of 10 of those 400,000 people were under the age of 49. So, what we were saying a month ago, 2, 3, 4 months ago about this super spreader and killer is changed in a lot of ways. The California Department of Public Health reported 9,231 new COVID-19 infections on Tuesday. That was yesterday. That raises the total number of cases to almost over 400,000 since the start of the pandemic. 276,023 people are under the age of 49. That's about 69, 70%, if you do the math, of those infected with the virus in California. That is astonishing. Astonishing. The 7-day average of new cases per day in California is 9,189. 7-day average from week prior per day, 8,000. Up. And as I told you, confirmed cases over 400,000. I guess, as much as we talk about it and it's being reported on, it's still hard to wrap your mind around it, isn't it? You say, is this really happening? Is this really happening? And yes, it is. I mean, so we have to protect ourselves. And if you go back and look at the archives, I've done a number of shows now where I talk about, your immune system here is critical. I'm not going to say to you that just because your immune system is robust and it's, up to par, that's going to carry the total day for you. I think it increases your chances of fending off an infection. But then there's the paradox of that cytokine storm where the person's immune system is too robust and it overreacts and then kills the person. You can't make it up. You just can't make it up. So, but please pay attention to those shows. And I've talked about so many different things to help you with your immune system. And I'm just telling you the basic things too, in terms of your lifestyle. Continue your exercise regimen. And try to go to bed at the same time, get up at the same time, get sufficient sleep. Don't abandon your good dietary habits. The temptation is, just to forget all that and just resort to things that are easier and more and bring greater comfort. It's got to stick to the rudiments, stick to the basics, the things that I've talked about over and over again. So 877-897-8255. And some people were asking me about what should I do with my child? I'm going to send them back to school. I don't know what to do with the mask. How am I going to get my kids to wear the mask, to wear a mask? And that's challenging, right? Um, it's easy to say, well, tell the child just wear your mask, honey. Don't take your mask off. Well, come on, children are children. My goodness, we have a hard time getting adults to do it. So now that's become a question as to what to do to get children to wear their masks and figure out how to get that done.
Want to know what I'm gonna do with my kids?
What was that? What?
Well, we decided because like my kids live in Colorado, but the cases aren't as bad there. So what we're gonna do is more than likely send them back because
Uh, so they're going to be required to wear masks and whatnot. I would send them some tubes of the silver biotics. That's what I would do.
absolutely
Those
and
little
immune
tubes,
support.
and have their mother teach them how to apply to their hands and their face, and they can put it in their lunchbox or something like that. LTN, coast to coast, end quote.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnatural.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. Tired of not having enough energy to exercise and be physically active? Well, OptiNOS from Earth's creation can help recharge your body, the energy it needs to live a physically active lifestyle. OptiNOS does 3 things to help energize. First, it increases nitric oxide, which means more oxygen and nutrients flowing to your cells. Second, OptiNOS helps create ATP, the body's energy currency. Third, OptiNOS reduces lactic acid buildup, which causes exercise-associated muscle soreness. So turn on your body's energy switch with OptiNOS. Start living a physically active lifestyle. Get OptiNOS at ecsportsusa.com. That's ecsportsusa.com. For a limited time, use promo code EC and get $10 off your first order. Promo code EC. The sooner you use OptiNOS, the sooner you will feel better about yourself and your body.
Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garco. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show. Dr. Anthony Montanari is our guest in this hour. Dr. Montanari is an educator for Earth's Creation. A great company. I mean, company does the right thing. And they sell dietary supplement products around the world. And they become a sponsor of the show. And we encourage you to give their products a try. I'm a big fan. We're going to talk with Dr. Montanari today about one of the products we've discussed before. This ties into what I was talking about in the first hour. That's why I did what I did in the first hour, and I put a bigger spotlight than I normally do on COVID-19 pandemic and the coronavirus crisis. And I alluded to the immune system. Of course, in the same sentence, immune system, inflammation, viral infection, that they will often occur together, and they do. And there are a number, I was doing some research on the connection, and it seems obvious, but maybe not so obvious, the connection between inflammation and COVID-19. And there is a dramatic connection. And I was looking at one study in particular and talking, a very good study, very well done, looking at the connection and the pathological inflammation in patients with COVID-19. And what this article gets into is how the immune system seems to be responding to the virus, and with monocytes and macrophages. And I'll explain what those are as we go along in our conversation with Dr. Montanari, which are part of the army, if you will, of your immune system. And the COVID-19 pandemic caused by infection with SARS-CoV-2, put those together, has led more, you know all the statistics. Several studies have been done now, and they've established that there's a hyper-inflammatory response that's induced by this virus. and is a major cause of disease severity and death in infected patients. Hyperinflammatory response. I alluded to this earlier in the show today. You recall I made reference to the cytokine storm. Now, I'm going to talk with Dr. Montanari. He nor I are going to claim that taking Curculife, the curcumin product, Earth's creation, is going to somehow blunt that that kind of phenomenon out of existence. That's not true. But you look for every edge. You look for it. Usually, it takes more than one thing. And if you can control the inflammation, you don't want to be suffering from a comorbidity, another illness, and get infected with this virus, and you're already running high inflammatory levels. That is going to complicate matters mightily, because now your immune system is going to be totally overwhelmed. So we want to maintain and manage the inflammation levels in our body. And that's where Dr. Montanari comes in. Dr. Montanari, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's great to have you on.
Good morning, Dr. Garko. Thanks for having me.
How are you since I talked to you last?
Oh, I'm fine. We're all here at the plant. It's my job to shoot everybody's forehead with a thermometer in the morning, and we're all wearing masks and enjoying life.
So, what have you found? How many workers do you have at your facility?
I'm really bad with numbers. Being a scientist, I guess that's a horrible thing to say. I'd say about 25 or 30.
Mm-hmm. And what has your company? What has Earth's Creation? I know the company and I know the principles, and I know you, and I know you take care of your people. Just share with the audience what Earth's Creation is doing to help its people.
Yeah, I mean, basically we all come in first thing in the morning. Everybody gets their temperature taken. We're all wearing masks around here. Of course, because we're a GMP facility, we make sure that hand washing and general cleanliness is job one around here. And so everything kind of leads into everything else. And then